Hello, friends. Let's talk about the Matthew effect and how understanding this can dramatically change your life. Now, you probably heard the term the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. This is traced back to the Gospel of Matthew, where he talks about those that have more will be given and those that have not, even what they have will be taken away. Now, this is a universal law. And I know you might think, that's kind of messed up, universe. Like, I want to live in a Robin Hood universe where we take from the rich, give to the poor. But that doesn't inspire, that doesn't motivate. What we do live in is a builder protocol universe where our thoughts create our reality. So the Matthew effect is just a symbolic metaphor for abundance versus scarcity mindset. Now, the biggest advantage that rich people have over poor people is their mindset. So if you're born rich, you're going to just expect things. There's always going to be food in the fridge and money in the bank and gas in the tank, right? But if you're born poor, you're not going to expect those things. You're thinking, oh, we're always out of money, we're always out of food, I'm gonna have to work really hard, I'm not going to get all these advantages. So baked into you is this scarcity mindset. And you're not going to assume things are going to happen to you in a good way. You're not going to expect good things. You're going to expect the opposite. And then you're going to turn yourself into a magnet, but the reverse end of the magnet. You're going to be repelling these things away, thinking, I'm not going to get that. That guy gets that, not me. That's not for me. I'm not lucky. I don't have that life. And you're going to push these things away. But that rich guy, he doesn't even know it. But his superpower is that his whole life he's saying, hey, I expect that. I deserve that. I'm going to get that. So it's all about changing your mindset, because if all of a sudden the poor guy says, you know what, that rich guy, he's no better than me. He's no more deserving than me. Like I deserve everything that guy's got. And he changes himself energetically and says, you know what, I deserve this stuff. I want to get one shot at this particular life. I want, a good job. I want a good house. I want to find my soulmate. I want to live a happy, healthy, free life. I deserve these things, and he changes himself energetically. All of a sudden, he flipped his magnet around. Now, instead of repelling these things, he's attracting these things, because what we're finding is that success and manifestation is not due just to hard work. That doesn't mean you don't have to work. I'm not saying that. It means that I can go out right now, find 1,000 people in this small town that are working their butts off and don't have anything to show for it. And I can find 1,000 people in this town not doing much of anything that are crushing it. Now, this is all about mindset, because if you really truly assume and believe that you deserve these things and you turn into the energetic match for these things, it's like Neville Goddard says, you have to live in that wish fulfilled state. If you just are humming along at that energetic match for the things that you want, you will attract those things into your life. So then you don't even have to work any harder. Sometimes you have to work a lot easier. They just come to you effortlessly because you've turned yourself into a magnet. So the Matthew effect is not showing that rich people get richer and poor people get poorer. It's showing that if you have an abundance mindset, you'll continue to attract abundance. And if you have a scarcity mindset, you'll continue to repel what it is that you want. It's all upstairs. Let me know what you guys think about this. Have a beautiful day. Peace.